If you're interested in the 60s and hippies and sex, drugs, and rock and roll, I've got a game that you should try out. It's called Snapshot 1969, and the rest of this video I'm going to be showing you how this game works. At the beginning of the game, each player is dealt out 5 snapshot cards. Each card has a picture on it, and each picture can inspire a scene in the game. This is a storytelling game, so the players are going to make up a lot of stuff. If you don't like making stuff up, then this is not the game for you. But if you like it, then this is definitely the game for you. The rest of the video is a sample game to show you how things work. The players are going to lead a hero through 5 scenes as a slice of life from 1969. Each turn, they lay down a card, and the most experienced player amongst them picks one of the cards to be the actual scene they play. The player who laid down that card is going to start us off and make up a story about what is happening. In this game, the hero is Chris Engle, a 21-year-old hippie guy who's a little bit angry and on his way to a protest. What could possibly go wrong? The reason I ask that is, at the beginning of the game, the players each decide if they want to make good things happen to Chris or bad things happen. Let's see what they do.
Chris shows up to the protest, but it doesn't work out well because there's a bunch of jive talking about the man and doing what the man wants, and it's bumming him out, and he's thinking of doing something real stupid.
The other players may challenge this or add to the scene. If they challenge, they say what happens instead, and the 2 players do a round of rock, paper, and scissors. Whoever wins, their action happens. If they add, they just say what happens next. Well, I'll have to challenge that, because we all know that Chris is a member of the Young Republicans and would never dream of being angry at anyone in authority. So we'll do a round of rock, paper, scissors, and oh look, I just lost. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Well, I'm going to add to the story. Chris thinks he's a real smart guy, so of course he's an idiot, which means he grabs a big rock and throws it at the nearest police car. This doesn't make the police very happy, so they grab him and shove his face into the ground. And that's about all for that scene. Scenes can end in one of 2 ways. Either all the players have a chance to add to it or challenge it, or another player puts down a new card. In this case, we've gone around the table and everybody's had their say. At this point, it's up to the host of the game to decide which player wins the hand. This is based off of which player is the most entertaining. In our game, it's the first player who's the most experienced, so he decides.
Well, I really liked what I said, but I kind of like having Chris's face smashed into the ground too. So I think I'm going to award the winning to that player.
The game goes on from here through 4 more scenes. After each scene, one player wins, and at the end of the game, the player who's won the most scenes wins the game. The play doesn't have to be violent or historical at all. In fact, if you want to have a magical mystery tour or space aliens or zombies, hey, feel free, it's your game. One thing I find interesting, though, is to try and work in music references and movies and politics and pop culture and anything you know about the 60s. It was a real cool time. I was only a little kid back then, but even I knew that things were happening. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you're interested in the game, please come to my webpage hamsterpress.net. It's available for sale there. It's also going to be on sale at Gen Con in Indianapolis in August of 2012. Please come to the Hamster Press booth and check us out. Hope to see you there, and hope you enjoy playing this game. Bye-bye.